In the early days of the Cold War, the skies became the next great battlefield. As technology advanced and rivalries between superpowers intensified, the need for faster, more versatile, and deadlier fighter aircraft became paramount. Enter the F-14 Tomcat, an aircraft born from the crucible of the Vietnam War and shaped by the demands of modern aerial warfare. From its inception in the early 1970s to its retirement in 2006, the F-14 Tomcat became one of the most iconic and celebrated fighter jets in the world. This is the story of the F-14 Tomcat, a machine that not only dominated the skies, but also captured the imagination of aviation enthusiasts, military personnel, and film audiences alike. The origins of the F-14 Tomcat trace back to the 1960s. During the height of the Vietnam War, the U.S. Navy found itself facing challenges in aerial combat, where its existing fleet of fighter jets was proving insufficient against Soviet-designed aircraft. The Navy's F for Phantom was reliable, but lacked the agility and advanced radar systems needed for the rapidly evolving nature of air warfare. It became clear that the Navy required a new fighter that could excel in multiple roles: air superiority, fleet defense, and long-range interception. In response to the Navy's needs, Grumman Aircraft Engineering Corporation was awarded the contract to develop a new air superiority fighter. Their engineers began work on what would eventually become the F-14 Tomcat, a twin-engine, variable sweep-wing fighter with advanced radar and missile systems. One of the most groundbreaking features of the F-14 Tomcat was its variable sweep-wing design. The wings could move from a fully extended position ideal for slow speeds and takeoffs to a swept-back position for high-speed flight. This adaptability allowed the F-14 to perform in a wide range of combat scenarios, from dogfights at low speeds to intercepting enemy aircraft at supersonic velocities. Equipped with the powerful AWG-9 radar system, the F-14 could track up to 24 enemy aircraft at once, while engaging 6 of them simultaneously using its formidable AIM-5 for Phoenix missiles. These long-range, air-to-air missiles had a range of over 100 miles, making the Tomcat a lethal threat to enemy bombers and fighters well beyond visual range. With 2 Pratt and Whitney TF-30 turbofan engines, the F-14 could reach speeds of Mach 2.34 over 2,000 for 100 kilometers per hour while maintaining excellent maneuverability. Its design made it a versatile workhorse capable of excelling in fleet defense, reconnaissance, and air-to-air combat roles. The F-14 Tomcat made its combat debut in the 1970s, but it truly rose to prominence during the Cold War, assigned to protect U.S. Navy carrier battle groups. The Tomcat was tasked with intercepting and neutralizing Soviet bombers and surveillance aircraft that frequently probed American defenses. The F-14's ability to detect and engage threats from long distances made it a crucial part of America's naval air defense strategy. On August 19, 1981, the F-14 proved its combat effectiveness in the infamous Gulf of Sidra incident. During a routine patrol over international waters, 2 F-14s from the USS Nimitz engaged and shot down to Libyan Su-20 fighter jets that had attempted to attack the American planes. This encounter solidified the Tomcat's reputation as a superior air-to-air combat aircraft. The F-14 Tomcat's iconic status wasn't just limited to its military accomplishments. In 1986, the release of the blockbuster film Top Gun catapulted the Tomcat into pop culture fame. The film, which starred Tom Cruise as a daring naval aviator, featured dramatic aerial combat sequences that highlighted the F-14's capabilities. Top Gun became a cultural phenomenon, and the Tomcat became a household name, inspiring a new generation of pilots and aviation enthusiasts. As military technology advanced in the 1990s, the F-14 faced increasing competition from newer aircraft like the F-18 Hornet and F-15 Eagle. While the Tomcat's design was groundbreaking in the 1970s, it began to show its age. To keep the aircraft relevant, the US Navy implemented a series of upgrades, including the installation of more powerful engines and advanced avionics systems. By the early 2000s, the US Navy began to phase out the F-14 in favor of the more modern and cost-effective F-18 Hornet. While the Tomcat had served with distinction for over 3 decades, its maintenance costs and operational limitations made it less viable in the long term. On September 22, 2006, the F-14 was officially retired from US Navy service after a ceremonial final flight. The retirement of the F-14 marked the end of an era for naval aviation. Loved by pilots and admired by aviation enthusiasts worldwide, the Tomcat had left an indelible mark on military history. Its combination of speed, firepower, and adaptability made it one of the most iconic aircraft of its time.